On my side, welcome back to Chem's Corner. Now in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you 20 of the basic Chinese conversations or questions that I have interfaced with over the last 4 years as a student here. Now mind you, all of my courses are taught in Chinese. So I might know a little bit of the language by now, not true. My pronunciation may not be good. So if you're a Chinese or if you're somebody who knows Chinese, do not come for me. I beg of you. So anyways, let's get into the video. So the first question that you will be asked naturally is, what is your name? Now, how do we say that? In Chinese, we say, 你叫什么名字? 你叫什么名字? What is your name? Now, how do you respond? You respond by putting back the verb, which is 叫, which means to be called. So you can say, 我叫凯马, that is my Chinese name. Or you can say, 我是凯马, and you have successfully answered the question, what is your name? Number 2 on the list is, where are you from? Now, in this place, there's a lot of ways how to say one thing. This is China. These people are lihai, like lihai. So how do you say, where are you from? Number 1, you can say, 你来自哪里? 你来自哪里? Or you can say, 你是哪国人? 你是哪国人? Sometimes you will hear, 你是哪个国家的? 你是哪个国家的? And all of these, and there are more, but all of these are essentially asking, where are you from? Now you can respond by saying, 我是牙买加的, or 我来自牙买加. Of course, I'm from Jamaica, so I'm going to say that. If you're from America, you can say, 我是美国人, 我是美国的. If you're from England or wherever in the world you're watching, 我是英国人, 我来自英国. All right, so this is how you respond to that question. Number 3 on the list is, are you a student? Now, you really can't tell the difference between students and teachers over here. Like, really, I can't. So it is a question that I always get from Chinese people. So they'll be like, 你是学生吗? 你是学生吗? And I can respond by saying, if I'm a student, 是的，我是学生。是的，我是学生。Number 4 on the list is, are you a teacher? Are you a teacher? 你是老师吗? 你是老师吗? Now, if you are a teacher, you can say 对 or 是的，我是老师。If I'm not a teacher, as in my case, I would say 不是，我是学生。Okay? Number 4 on the list, how old are you? Now, there are 2 ways to say this, in the written form and even in the spoken form. So the 2 ways, way number 1 is 你多大了? Now, the 多大了 here, when you hear that, it should bring to your mind that it is asking about the age of someone above 10 years old. 你多大了? Now, if you hear 你几岁了, 你几岁了, then it should bring to your mind that it is asking for the age of someone who is below the age of 10. So how do you respond to this? You say, 我 in my case 32岁了，我32岁了. Now 32 here, if you know a little bit of Chinese, you're literally counting the numbers here, just like we would say 32 in English. 32岁了. Whatever your age is, you can add that and then say 岁了 to cap it off, meaning years old. Let me know if you understand what's going on so far in the comment section. If you have any questions, leave them right there. I will be gladly able to answer your questions, all right? Number 6 on the list is, where are you going? Where are you going? So, 你去哪里? 你去哪里? Or you can say 你去哪儿? 你去哪儿? All right, so how do you respond to that? If you're going to school, you can say 我去学校. 我去学校. Or if you're going to the shop, 我去商店. All right, so what do you like to eat? 你喜欢吃什么? 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 What do you like to eat? Sometimes you will hear 你爱吃什么? 你爱吃什么? Importantly, now that I've seen the pronouns coming out more and more, so for I, we say 我, or me, I, and me, 我. For you, it is 你. All right. For ownership of these, you say 我的, as in mine, and you can say 你的, as in yours. All right. For he, she, it, you can say 他. It does not change. The tone remains the same. The only exception is the characters are different, which now reflects whether it is male, him, or the female, her. All right. So 他. All right, and then you have the ownership of that, which is tada. Get it? Let me know if you get it in the comment section. All right, so if you like to eat a specific thing, you can respond by saying 我喜欢吃面条 or 面条. All right, now this is saying I like to eat noodles. So number 8, what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? 你的, remember your, 你的爱好是什么? 你的爱好是什么? All right. Sometimes you will hear 什么是你的爱好? 都可以 means both of these ways, both of these methods of asking are perfectly permissible. All right. So how do you respond to that? Whatever your hobbies are, just say it. 我的爱好是看书, to read books. 我的爱好是旅游, which means to go traveling. 我的爱好是睡觉, sleeping. All right. What is the weather like today? What is the weather like today? 今天的天气怎么样? 今天的天气怎么样? 今天 here means today. 天气 is the weather. 怎么样 is asking how about it, like how about something, or what about this, that kind of thing. So 今天的天气怎么样 is what is the weather like today, or how is the weather today? And so you can respond to that by saying, depending on whatever the weather is, you know, whether it is hot or it is cold or it is raining. 今天的天气很热 hot, 热 hot. 今天的天气很冷 cold. 今天的天气有下雨 it's gonna rain today, or it's raining, that kind of thing. How? Number 10, halfway there, that's good. What time is it? What time is it? Now there are two ways to ask what time is it. Way number 1, 现在几点了? 现在几点了? And then way number 2 is 现在是什么时间? 现在是什么时间? Now, one thing I like to tell people is that once you can count in Chinese, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. You can say the days of the week and you can say the months of the year. You can even tell time once you are able to count and you know the numbers off the top of your head in Chinese. So 现在是什么时间 or 现在是 现在几点了 What time is it? Now you can respond by saying if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon 现在是下午2点现在是下午2点 So once you can count 1点、2点、3点、4点、5点、7点 go straight up to 12点 And then the time of day is specific in terms of AM or PM. So you can either say 早上 or 上午、中午、下午、晚上 Those 5 pointers right there are time specifics in terms of what time of day it is. So of course, you know the saying that says a clock, a broken clock is right twice a day. Well, think of it as that. There are 2 times a day. You have a 7 a.m. and a 7 p.m. In Chinese, they just say 七点. Now, how do you know if it's a.m. or p.m.? You will hear 早上七点. Now, the 早上 here means, you guessed it, a.m. And you hear 晚上七点. Now, 晚上 here means, of course, you guessed it, p.m. So that is how we tell the difference between a.m. and p.m. 早上 or 晚上. 早 means early and 晚 means late. Okay? What type of work do you do? 你做什么工作? 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 Now you can respond if you're a teacher or if you're a doctor or whatever the profession that you are in, you can just put back that profession. So for example, 我是老师, 我是医生, doctor. 我是律师. Is it 律师? Yes, 律师 is lawyer. 我是护士, which is a nurse, that kind of thing. All right, so 你做什么工作? They're asking what type of work do you do? Okay? They can also ask you 你在哪里工作? 你在哪里工作? Of course, if you're a doctor, more often than not, you're going to be working in a hospital. So you can say 我在医院工作. I work in the hospital. All right? If you are a teacher, more often than not, you're going to be working in a school. 我在学校工作. 是不是? Get it? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what's going on so far. All right, number 12. Can you cook? 你会做饭吗? 你会做饭吗? Can you cook? You can answer in the affirmative or in the negative. 我不会 for the negative. 不 means here no or can't in this instance. So 我不会 I can't, or 我会 I can. All right? They might ask you a follow-up. 你会做什么饭? What kind of food can you cook? And you can tell them right there. Okay? Can you drive? 你会开车吗? 你会开车吗? So 你会开车吗? Can you drive? You can answer in the affirmative or in the negative again. 我不会 or 我会. 我不会开车 I can't drive. 我会开车 I can drive. All right? Where do you live? Another important question. 你住在哪里? 你住在哪里? Where do you live? You can also say 你在哪里住? 你在哪里住? Both are asking the same thing. You're just switching around the subject of the sentence to the front or in the middle, but the verb, nothing comes after the verb except the object. All right? So we want to say 你在哪里住? or 你住在哪里? Now, I live in Chongqing. So I can respond by saying 我住在重庆. If you live in Beijing, 我住在北京. All right, you live in Jamaica, 我住在牙买加. You live in America, 我住在美国. So there are simple ways how to ask questions and how to respond to them. Once you know the vocabulary, you can go on. Number 15. How are you today / recently? All right. 你最近怎么样? 你最近怎么样? No, 最近 here means recently. And of course, remember, 怎么样 means how about it, what about it, that kind of question. All right. So and way number 2 now is 你今天怎么样? 今天 here means today. All right. So the question is 你最近怎么样? How have you been recently? Yeah. You can answer by saying, if you are busy these past weeks, you can say, oh, 最近忙得很 or 最近很忙. Recently, I've been busy. All right? 你今天怎么样? No, you can respond by saying, today, 还可以. 还可以 here is just simply saying, oh, it's fine. Everything is okay, you know. Or it depends on how you're feeling. You can respond to that particular feeling. But normally, 你今天怎么样? You can hear 很好. Very good. And 我很好. All right. And then the question might be returned to you saying 你呢? 你呢 here means what about you? And then you can then respond. All right. Number 16. Where is the train station? 地铁站在哪里? 地铁 train 站 station 在哪里? Where is the train station? All right. If you know directions, if you know how to give directions, you can say, 地铁站在前面, or it's in front, or wherever. 地铁站在哪里? So you, if you come here, whenever time you come here, and you're asking these questions, be prepared to be answered. And if you don't know what they're responding to, then hey, I don't know if I can help you any further than this. All right, these are just the 20 basics, 20 basic Chinese conversations that you most likely visiting here will interface. All right, number 17. What is your number? This instance is asking for your phone number. All right, and there are 2 ways. So you can say 你的电话号码是多少? It's very long, right? 你的电话号码是多少? Or if it's a cell phone, you can say 你的手机 hand 机 machine cell phone 你的手机号码 number 是多少? How many? So if you probably transliterate that, you might think that they're asking you to count how many figures are there in the phone number. So in the West, perhaps it's 10 numbers that makes up a phone number. That's not what they're asking. They're just asking you to list out your phone number. So 我的手机号码是, that is how you respond. 我的手机号码 or 我的电话号码是. What do you want? So you go to a shop. I mean, it might sound abrupt. It's literally not that abrupt, you know. So you go to a shop or wherever, and the person is asking you, what do you want? You know, in the West, it might sound a tad bit impolite, but here it's just, how can I help you? That kind of thing. In this instance, what do you want? 你要什么? 你要什么? What do you want? 要 to want, 什么 what? 你要什么? So whatever you want, you tell the person. 我要一瓶水. I want a bottle of water. 我要一瓶水. All right. 我要买 to buy. 一个手机. I want to buy a phone. That kind of thing. I might have done this before. Number 19, where do you work? Okay, so 你在哪里工作? I've said it. So 你在哪里工作? And so you can tell them where you work. 我在医院工作. I work at the hospital. 我在学校工作. I work at the school. 我在家工作. I work from home. All right? So if ever you are in China, or if you've come upon a Chinese person and you want to flex a little bit of your Chinese, you can ask these questions, and but be prepared to be answered. And if you don't know what the answers that they're giving, you might just be left alone. So I didn't choose Chinese. Chinese chose me. I was forced. But
I was forced by them. Didn't do it willingly, of my own mind.
But it's always good to learn a new language. French, Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, you name it. It's always good to learn a new language so that if you go out into the wider world, you can communicate effectively with people from all walks of life. So thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I hope you would have learned something. Leave a comment in the comment section and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.